Depo Talk, Depo Talk. Another topic broken down on Depo Talk. Wonder what it could be. Let's check in with Jan and Rosalie.
Welcome to Depo Talk with Veritext principals Jan Ballman and Rosalie Kramm. Each episode looks at a deposition or proceeding-related topic of the day through the lens of two industry veterans with over 80 combined years of experience. And now, without further delay, we are on the record. Take it away, Jan and Rosalie.
Hello, ho, ho, friends. Welcome to Depo Talk Holiday Edition. I'm Jan Ballman, and I'm coming to you from just south of the North Pole, from a winter wonderland known as Minneapolis.
And I'm coming to you from sunny San Diego. My name is Rosalie Kramm, and we're just north of the South Pole.
Well, touche, Rosalie. It's that time of the year, though. It's that time of year when the world falls in love and we roast chestnuts over an open fire. It's also that time of year when court reporters and videographers are making the final edits on their wish list for Santa. And if you're a court reporter or videographer who's been really good this year, there are a lot of super fabulous holiday gift ideas that you may want to quick sneak onto your list for Santa while there's still time.
Absolutely, Jen. You know, this is the time of year when it's perfect opportunity to get ready for the new year, 2023. And why not splurge, get some new technology, become more efficient, more of a fancy court reporter. And I think it's a good time of year to think about what is in our toolbox and what maybe we can upgrade with. So let's do it. Let's do a Depo Talk all about the new year and the new opportunities to get new technology.
All right. So this is a list that actually could be for you from Santa, or it could serve to provide fresh gift ideas for a favorite reporter or videographer in your life. So we've actually compiled this list with the help of some of the techiest reporters and vids on Team Veritext. And these folks, including you, Rosalie, have beta tested these items for their awesomeness, and they're pretty highly rated. So are you ready? Should we reveal our top 10 list?
Do it.
All right. This first gift has the videographer in mind. So can you tell us a little bit about gift idea number 10, Rosalie?
Sure. This is the UTAP HDMI to USB converter. And as a disclaimer, I'm not a videographer, so if you give me permission, I'm going to read why this is so great, coming straight from the videographer's words. The UTAP converts the HDMI signal to a USB to allow videographers to use a video source for both Zoom and OBS with their laptops. So you never have to worry about updates or conflicts. And I went online and priced this at B&H, one of the videographer's favorite sources for equipment. It runs $3.99. So I think this is something that most videographers probably should have in their kit and make their life a lot better.
Well, I know it sounds a little like gibberish to us court reporters, but one of my top vids is just in love with this project. So essentially, imports and exports video right from your laptop. And the thing he likes most about it is he says it's completely seamless. It's like plug and play. It's virtually foolproof. And, who doesn't want foolproof equipment in their kit, right?
Absolutely.
All right. Well, so that was gift number 10. Let's move on to hot gift idea number 9.
Okay, the Jabra 510 speaker. I am going to buy this because this is an amazing tool. So what this is, basically, it's your old Polycom on a conference room table. You can plug this with a USB, or it's also Bluetooth, and it will capture the sound coming from your laptop or even your smartphone, your iPhone. And what I envision is if you do a deposition as a hybrid deposition, and this has happened to me, and I bring my trusty laptop to bring in the remote participant, my laptop doesn't have the speakers that give enough sound so that everybody in the room can hear what this speaker might be saying. This person might have to ask a series of questions. It's not typically the witness who's online, but you might be. And so anyway, the bottom line is everybody needs to hear what this person's got to say. So this allows you to put this in the middle of a conference room table, and it acts like a speakerphone. You can mute it. You can do whatever you need as you would as a regular conference room speakerphone. And like I said, it's Bluetooth, but it also has a capability of plugging with the USB straight into your laptop. And they even, if you get the Jabra 510 Plus, you're able to get a dongle so that you can have the security of having the USB plug straight into your laptop, but at the same time, you can move this away from the laptop and have really great sound. So this is a super great tool, particularly for hybrid depositions for both court reporters and videographers.
You know, it sounds like a lot of the law firm conference rooms aren't built yet really to have the best equipment for the hybrid deposition. And that I've heard that oftentimes it's like you said, we can't hear that, you know, participant appearing remotely. So it kind of gives new meaning to this particular product will solve the "can you hear me now" dilemma. Sounds like that's been a big problem for a lot of depositions where, you know, this laptop, as you say, does not emit enough audio. So great solution for that. All right, that was number 8. Number 7. Whoops, there we go.
Yes, so this is a microphone that court reporters can use. You put it into your USB port in your laptop, and it allows, it's omnidirectional so that it will pick up sound from everywhere in the room. And what's really cool about it is you see the little green and the little pink ports. So you're able to put a microphone into the pink port, mink, pink. That's how I remember that one. And this is universal all over the world. Always the microphone will go in the little pink port, and then you got to have green port for headphones. And that allows you to listen and to ensure that you're getting the quality microphone sound that you need. And this also works with the CAT system because it's not going to interfere with, if you do use your headphones, it's not going to interfere with the capture of the sound into your CAT system. So this for court reporters is a really, really excellent product. And I got this one from Sound Professionals, and they say that they are the very best as far as the microphone quality is concerned. You can get some of these for $20. So there's some very inexpensive ones, but I feel court reporters need the best of the best of the best. So why not splurge and spend the money to get this USB headphone microphone jack?
Well, Santa doesn't bring it to you as court reporters. What better gift for yourself than to make your audio situation as great as possible in 2023. So, and it looks to be, you know, so small and portable. It's just a great solution for that, right?
Great solution.
All right. Well, this is one off. It's the microphone that you and I are using. Veritext got both of us this for purposes of our video podcast, and it's kind of fun. Can you show us yours? There it is live. It's fun, it's funky, it's a little retro. Now it's probably a little too clunky and heavy to take with, you know, to a deposition, although it'd be pretty cool, but it would make a great fun and functional mainstay on your 2023 home office setup. Gives great transmission, audio transmission, and hopefully you're hearing that come through right now. So that's the Yeti desktop mic. All right, while we're on the topic of that, let's go to our number 6, which is
your buds. And these were recommended to us by one of the best reporters I know, Mara Lee. And she basically uses these, and instead of a regular earbud or a Bluetooth type of an earbud. And I looked up the specs as to why, and I was so impressed with this product that actually I'm buying it the moment this Depo talk is over, because this allows for ambient noise to come through. It also it's made with silicone, so it's very comfortable in your ear. It doesn't allow sweating, which we all have had the itchy ear because of wearing earbuds all day long. And so this allows ambient noise in. And I know a lot of court reporters will tell me, well, I don't really want to use an earbud because what if someone at the end of the table says something and they're not mic'd and I can't hear them because I've got earbuds in my ears. So this allowing the fact that the ambient noise, anybody speaking at the end of the table, you can hear it as a court reporter, is the perfect solution for a deposition in person when you have a soft-spoken witness, which we've all had, or a soft-spoken attorney asking questions.
And aren't the cords covered with a fabric?
Absolutely.
which will probably tangle less, and that's pretty brilliant. The silicone buds is a great idea. I don't know, I always have the cordless ones, the wireless ones, they fall out of my ears. So if you can have something that's kind of soft and moldable, that's also super great. And the noise canceling, feature can't be there. Otherwise you're, like you say, yanking one out, and that's kind of defeats the purpose as well. So that's a great tool. I also like how it's kind of clever, earbuds. So that will little wordplay for court reporters out there. So love it. Our next item, you could actually couple your earbuds with this, and that our next item is
one of my favorite things to bring to an in-person deposition: 20-foot, 3.55 female to male audio cable. Now you might ask, well, why would you want to bring that, court reporter? Doesn't the videographer have all the cables? Well, this allows me to plug the earbud in my ears and have a cable that can go directly to the videographer's mixer. And so I can get the same beautiful quality sound that the videographer is capturing with all their microphones in my ears during the deposition. And the reason I think 20-foot solution is the best is because a lot of times the videographer is set up at the end of the conference room table, and therefore you need a lot of cable to get to the videographer. Many videographers bring their own and they go, Rosie, why do you have that? But many don't. So I think that this is a super great thing, super easy, very, very, very inexpensive to bring to a deposition and to be able to hear everything everyone says all day long.
Would also be a great gift for your favorite videographer in the event they don't have it. And if they do, then as you said, Rosalie, just pack it in your kit, because we all know by far the very best audio you can have, and you just do yourself a favor and make sure you gift yourself great audio in the coming year. So, and you are married to a videographer, so you do have some of these great tips that are video court reporter simpatico. So that's a great one. And now let's just roll into the next one like we did this last one. This next gift kind of has something to do with the very thing we're talking about, these long cords. So tell us a little bit about our number 4 item, Rosalie.
Safe cords. This also was suggested by Marilee, and she suggests you buy a big, long, the longest type, and get a color I think that stands out so that people can see it. You cut the cord to whatever size you want it to be, and you use it to cover the cords on the floor and to keep them together and keep people from tripping over them, or the cords that you might have on a conference room table. I know in the old days, we would use gaffer's tape, the tape that they use on movie sets, so that it would peel off easily. But at the same time, particularly on a conference room table, sometimes it leaves some residue when you peel it off. And I've had one attorney get really, really mad. So the thing is that the safe cord will allow you to have no tripping hazards, allow you to protect a person's conference room table, but keep the cords all nice and neat. So I think this is a great invention, and it's very inexpensive as well.
We'll leave it to Marilee to have some of the hottest new products. And while we are in the lawsuit business, we don't want to be bringing lawsuit business to lawyers because people are tripping over our cords. So that's a really great solution that we should all take advantage of. And I never really thought about the fact that we can leave that goog behind on both carpets and tables. So that eliminates that as well. So very, very cool. All right, that was number 4. Let's go on to hot gift idea number 3.
The mini tablet or laptop. And I bring this little laptop that I bought probably 4 years ago as my main cat laptop. And so since then I've upgraded or gotten a new one. I like to get a new one every 2 or 3 years. So this, I have my cat software on there. So it's a good backup for my regular cat laptop, but it allows me to do hybrid depositions. So I always bring it, even if the depo is not supposed to be hybrid. Many times people will change their mind, an attorney, and want to remote in because they don't want to drive from Los Angeles to San Diego. So I'd rather be prepared and have the equipment ready, particularly equipment that I trust and I know it's going to work, than just have a big mess where even the deposition might not go forward. So I suggest bring a mini laptop or a tablet to every deposition. And even if it doesn't turn out to be a hybrid, I like to have this just there to type the notice so that I'm not toggling back and forth on my cat laptop. It's just really, really handy to have another tool that's at your fingertips by you. if the conference room table is large enough, to do some research. So bring a mini laptop, tablet, be ready for that hybrid. And I think it's going to be, it's going to make you some money.
Well, real-time reporters have kind of long gotten into the habit of carrying extra laptops and tablets in case anyone wanted to add on an extra feed at the last moment and they didn't have the ability to, and then you can add that to your invoice to make a few extra dollars, as you just said. But I think the concept of toting an additional laptop isn't maybe something that everybody thinks about. So it's a novel gift idea for many reporters. And I think if it's there, like you say, you'll definitely make use out of it. So that's another real good idea for 2023. Now, Rosalie, our final two items make really good stocking stuffers. They're kind of fun. So let's round down to gift number 9, but stocking stuffer number 2, if that makes sense. And tell us about this fun item.
Okay, the colorful external mouse. Yeah, I have as I said, my hybrid. I've got my cat software or cat laptop. I've got my desktop, and I used to have all black mouses, and I was always confused which one went with which. I was getting mad. So now what I do is I buy colorful mouses to go with each different item, and it makes it a lot easier to find. I like to bring a mouse with me to the deposition because it just saves me time. I don't want to be using my finger to go up and down. I want to be able to be as efficient as possible. So fun mice. I think it's a really good idea to have in the court reporter's toolkit to be more efficient, and it's fun.
And I don't really know, is it mice? When people talk about having two mouses, of course it would be mice, right? I mean, we'll have to, as court reporters, we'll have to look that one up, make sure we know the correct vernacular for that. But I like the idea of color coding, and sure makes sense to have the mouse right there handy for you with regard to each device. It's very efficient, looks pretty updated. And I still kind of go with the fact that when you are in an in-person proceeding and you've got this extra laptop, you've got these colorful mouses going with them, people walk in and they think, wow, this reporter's got it going on for sure, right? And go ahead.
No, you send a message to the attorneys. Right.
Well, and our last item kind of follows suit with all of that. It's kind of super cool, but it's also a hot gift idea. So to round us out with our number 1 favorite kind of new stocking stuffer idea is...
Now, this might seem kind of funny, and it is kind of funny, but it's a fan. And I know a lot of court reporters talk about being hot at a deposition. I know sometimes in the afternoon, their air conditioning is off and almost fall asleep. And I hate to say it, but it's true. So here we have a fan USB, and it's got a clock, and it's very inexpensive. You can get it on Amazon, but it's a fun tool. If you're hot in the deposition, it is uncomfortable. So here's something you can have in your kit, and you can be ready to go and cool off.
Well, that is really cool, actually, Rosalie. So what a great list of items that court reporters and videographers could not just put to good use, but also have a lot of fun with this holiday season. So also, when you're thinking about getting new equipment, you should think about how am I going to get rid of my old equipment? And I suggest as you think about, replacing equipment that's probably being used and is functional with something that's just a little better and more updated, think about donating your workable, slightly outdated but functional equipment maybe to another court reporting or video court reporting student, or maybe a new court reporter professional or new video professional.
Absolutely, Jan. I mean, what better feeling? I have a garage full of equipment, cords, and old laptops and iPads. I would love to give to a court reporter, a young court reporter, someone that is starting out or just needs some extra equipment. I know all court reporters would love to give out their equipment if they just had an opportunity to find the people.
And just make sure you wipe out your data on your laptop before you give it to the next person. But there's also a Facebook group, if you haven't heard about it, called the Buy Nothing Project. It's a conglomeration of local neighborhood groups that's located worldwide. And it's basically an economy that embraces gifting or lending as opposed to the conventional commerce. So for example, instead of throwing out working technology or dropping it off to be recycled or even selling it on Facebook Market or something like that, you put it up on Buy Nothing with the intent of giving it away or gifting it to someone who needs it, which I think is also a great idea.
Absolutely.
It's kind of a win-win. So, well, Rosalie, it's time for us to let all of our friends go so they can jump all over emailing Santa with some hot new gift ideas while there's still time. So that's going to do it for this edition of Depo Talk. Thanks everyone for joining us, and happy holidays, and see you next time.
And Jan, we're off the record.
Depo Talk. Depo Talk. Another topic broken down on Depo Talk.